Hello, expansion learners. This is Steve, your course guide and facilitator. I wanted to briefly touch on some business items for SNHU 290 that sometimes get overlooked by students but are very important. So the first one we're going to look at here is submitting your handshake learning contracts. So I have to communicate every 2 to 3 weeks with your supervisor doing check-ins, and it's important, of course, that I have your supervisor's information. And all of that information should be included in the handshake learning contract that you had approved for your practicum or internship experience. You're going to want to upload this handshake learning contract under our week number 1 module. It's item 1-4. If you don't have your handshake learning contract, at the very least, I need you to submit, say, a Word document that includes all of this information that you see listed here, as well as your learning objectives. A second business item is your timesheet. So the timesheet is something that you're going to want to track your weekly hours. You'll find a blank timesheet under our week number 1 module. It's going to be item 1-3. And at the end of the session, your supervisor has to sign off on your timesheet and email it directly back to myself, the instructor. And this is due the end of week number 8. The big ticket item in our business area here is your final supervisor evaluation, which is worth 100 points. So this is emailed from myself to your supervisor during week number 6, and it has to be signed off by the student that you have read it and approve it. It's due the end of week number 7, and it has to be emailed directly from your supervisor to instructor. This is really important. A lot of students get this wrong. They think they can just email it themselves directly to me. For integrity and transparency purposes, it has to be emailed directly from your host site supervisor to myself. And then finally, there's the workplace contact log. This is something I maintain relative to the communications that I make with your supervisor every 2 to 3 weeks. I upload and submit this on under the grading events for the course. If you have any questions about any of the business items for SNHU 290, please feel free to reach out to me at the email address that you see there. Thank you so much for listening, and take care.